Hello and welcome to day 71 of Getting Good at Talking. I'm Leah and I'm recording myself every day talking to camera so that I can get better at talking to camera. I just thought I'd try it out. It's actually kind of difficult to talk like this. Yeah. Okay, that was fun. But like I said, I'm Leah and I'm recording myself every day so that I can get better at this. And it's day 71, so I hope I've gotten better. I feel like I have. But there's always room for improvement. Even if I was like a talk show host or something and I had gotten really, really good at talking in front of the camera, I can always get better. There's always room for improvement. And that's not to neglect or just brush by all of the progress I've made. There's just always room for improvement, you know? Uh, I, yeah. So I'm sitting in front of the window because it's raining outside. Rain is maybe not the right word. It is a very light drizzle. And I've said this before in one of these videos because I did the same thing. I'm sitting here, one, because the light is good. Two, because I can see a puddle that is not underneath any trees. So I know that the droplets hitting it are, in fact, rain, precipitation from the sky, not from tree limbs. So I'm just posted up. I just noticed a bird sitting in a pine tree across the street. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that puddle so I can know when I can take my dog and myself on a walk. We could walk in the rain. I know. But I was like, I might as well do this first, and then I don't have to worry about it later. And then I don't have to wait until I'm in bed and do it again. Like yesterday's was from bed. So I don't want to do that again. I don't want to make that a habit. Although it's like, it's not the worst thing. And the first time I did that, actually, I kind of spiraled. I didn't spiral. That's dramatic. But I was like, oh no, I haven't done it yet. It's getting late. And I was like, oh yeah, my phone still works when I'm in bed. It's not a thing I like to do. Like, I don't like to have my phone in bed. I'm not like a scroller in bed, although I have done it a little bit recently, and it's a habit that I never really had, but now recently, as of late, I've maybe scrolled a little bit while I was in bed. But usually it's it's not a problem. Anyway, why what where was I going? Where was I going? Where was I going? Anyway, we're doing this now so that I can avoid using my phone in the bed. That's where we were going. And that's where we are. Sitting in front of this window on a yoga block. I was going to try to, I don't know if you can see my knees. I don't want to fall. Okay. Uh, so my posture, I want to try to, have good posture and not be hunched over, although that's like, it's just naturally what my body wants to do. So you can't see my legs, but they're like one is out here and one is out here. And my elbows are resting on my knees. Although, maybe I should have gotten both yoga blocks. I mean, I do have enough butt for both, so it's fine. It's fine. We've done this before. We're doing it again. Don't you just love the color of my hair? I do. This is my natural hair color. Oh, there's a gray. See it? See it right there? Like where my pinky is? I read that gray hair is like is a product of being stressed, and that you can like reverse it. I haven't looked into that. I don't know if that's true. Uh, but if it is, I think we're doing pretty good, you know? I think we're doing pretty good. Life's too short to stress, right? Right? I mean, another thing about my hair. I just learned recently, a few days ago, that because my hair is short, so I've always had long hair, and then my hair is very thick. I have a lot of hair. Um, and so it's never been a thing like for me I never had to worry about how I slept on my hair. I pretty much always slept on my back, sometimes my side. Um, and I would smooth it down, or I'd smooth it up, when it was long. And so it's like there wouldn't be any creases or whatever. And I was always fine. Like the back of my hair was always fine. It's like it's the back of my head. I didn't really worry with it. But now, since my hair is short, I've learned that if I sleep on it a certain way, it can form a part in the back of my head, and my hair is parted, and it looks like a butt crack, on the back of my head. I'm like, who the fuck has a middle part in the back of their head? So now I'm like, that's so far, that's been the only downside. It's not really a downside of having short hair. But I am very aware of it because I'm like, I don't want to be walking around with my hair parted on the back. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, when do you ever see that? Pigtails. That's it. That's it. Pigtails. Or like braids, you know? Braids. Braids or pigtails. You don't just see people walking around with their hair naturally in like a part in the back of their head. And it's it's unique. It's something I've never seen before. And so now I'm just very aware of how I sleep on my back. And I always smooth my hair down, like even with it short. It's just a habit. And so I just gotta cross my fingers really and just be like, I hope there's no butt crack part this morning. There was a small butt crack part this morning. It wasn't the full length of my head, which was nice. It was just a small portion of my head. But I have, what was he barking about? Because I closed him out. Still sprinkling. What was I saying? I have had a full length butt crack part in the back of my head. Why do I call it butt crack? Because I'm like, I mean, it's mirroring my actual butt crack, and it's on the back of my head. So it's like I have two butts, one up top, one down below. So that's fun. Those teeth are white. That's something oh, oh my goodness. Why is he barking like that? I'm getting a call. Oh, Chubbies! One moment. Ignore however my shorts are. Come here. Come here. Chubbies. Come here. Hello and welcome to the show. This is Chubbs. Ooh. Oh, I think I bit my knees too soon. Okay, I'm fine. There was definitely a more graceful way to do that. I chose to do it my way instead. Chubbies, we're gonna go in a minute. It's still sprinkling. Just barely, but I'm also doing this, bud. Look. He's looking out the window. Because that is usually what I'd be telling him to look at. Look out the window. Yeah. Okay. So, my hair. Oh, I wonder if you could see my butt crack when, not my hair butt crack, when I stood up to open the door. Maybe. And there's a part of me that knows these shorts were all kind of cattywampus on my body. And part of me wants to. Okay, let me be real specific in a part of me does not want to. Okay, why is this so difficult? I just know my shorts were making my body look away. And there's an old what do you call it? Script that runs that is like, oh, do we want to show people that? Do we want to upload this even though you stood up and your legs were, legging? And like your belly might have been hanging out a little bit at the top of your shorts. I don't know. Do we want to show people that? Do we? And I'm like, yeah, who fucking cares? Because it's my body and it did what it did when I stood up to walk to the door. And we're not gonna, we don't want to edit that out. Like that action, we actually do not want to do. But the old script is asking, should we? And I'm like, no, we shouldn't. No, we do not need to do that. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, my shorts are all rolled up and my thighs is popping out. But that's okay because that's what legs do sometimes. And sometimes my hair parts into a butt crack on the back of my head. And that's just me. Take it or leave it. Uh, okay. What else? What else do we want to talk about? I hope, I know I say this a lot, and if you're a regular here, there might be like two of you. Um, the two of you might know that I say this a lot, and when I'm recording these inside, I hope that I'm projecting my voice enough that it's easy to hear me. So yeah, that's what I hope. I just keep catching like, the the um the light on my hair, and I'm like, it's such a smooth, like, what color would you call this? It's like a very dark brown. But that's not a fun color. Like, that's not a fun color name. I'm talking like if my hair color were a nail polish color, what would it be? It's got to be something fun. I've never thought of this before, so I have zero ideas. And nothing is coming to mind right now. I'm like, what? It kind of matches the the roof of the house across the street. It also kind of matches like the color of well-worn tires. But that's not fun. I mean, it's more fun than really dark brown. But I wouldn't consider tires really dark brown. I'd consider them more of a gunmetal, or like they're not black, but they're also not gray. They're like, I mean, is there a color just called tire? uh, oh, it also kind of matches some of these wet pine trees, like the why can't I think of it? It's not a stem. It's not a branch. What is it called? You're going to have to translate for me. Trunk. The trunk of a tree. Thank you. He's like, trunk, you idiot. I'm just kidding. He would never call me an idiot. That was, you were shaking your head in agreement, right? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So I brought my butterfly painting drawing in here because the last time I featured it in a video, uh it was incomplete, and it still might be incomplete. I have a question. Okay. So I did okay, so the last time I showed this on a video, it was just the butterfly shape with the like shapes inside of it. And then I expressed wanting to do different colors in the background, and I have done that. And then also, once I had all the sections colored, I decided I wanted patterns in each of these sections. So I did that. And now the question is, do I want to keep the butterfly white, like where it's white, right? Like there? Or I have two colors, which I should have brought that paper in here. Um, but it's a tan. It's kind of a darkish tan, and I did not use it anywhere else on this painting. And then there's like a slightly lighter pinkish tan. And I was thinking maybe I would color in the white with one of those colors. I don't know. What do you think? Also, do you have a favorite pattern? I'm really liking the clouds. It's reminding me of Toy Story and Taylor Swift. Because if you know, you know. Uh, my niece was over when I had colored all the sections in, and I told her, I was like, I want to do a pattern in each of the sections. And I was like, I'm going to start with this dark blue, this navy, because it was the biggest section. And she suggested checkerboard. So I did that. Yeah. I also really like the squigglies. These squigglies where my pinky is. I also like the stripes in the grass and the sunshines and these squigglies. I like it all. Yep. So if anyone cares to let me know what they think. It's funny because very few people watch these still. And that's okay because I'm still having fun doing them and I'm not going to stop. Um, unless I'm like asked to by like YouTube. Unless they're like, girl, you need to stop. Which that wouldn't happen, right? I mean, under what circumstances would that happen? That'd be crazy. I'm just a girl having fun recording myself trying to get better at something. Anyway, it's just funny because very few people watch these. Uh, and so I part of me feels a little silly, like asking for input because, like, hello out there. Hello out there. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Quit copying me. Quit copying me. Yeah, I feel like that. Uh, yeah. Did it stop? No, there's still a few sprinkles. So intense. He watches out the window. He's got such gorgeous eyes. Doesn't he? I do too. I used to and be like, my eyes are boring and brown. But they're not boring. They are brown. And you know, he's just like over it today. I am too, honestly. You know, rainy days, they kind of get to me. Because on rainy days, I am forced to take a pause, to be and to be very intentional with my time. Not that I'm not intentional when it's not raining, but it's just a different way to spend my time, you know? Like, I just really enjoy being outside. So when I'm forced inside, yeah, I'm forced inside, and it's like I'm forced inside of myself too, you know? It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying. Okay, hold on. Be patient, buddy. Hold on. We'll go in a minute. Can you lay down? He's like, I don't want to lay down anymore. I've been laying down all damn day. But I guess I'll lay down some more. Okay. My eyes. Can you see them? I used to think they were boring brown, but they're really quite beautiful. I used to think that my eye color was the same as my eyebrow color and my hair color, but it's clearly not. Like, this is brown. My eyes are brown. My hair, we're back to the color. What color is this? What color is this? What color is it? It's not black. But I'm not sure it's brown either. A mystery. It's a mystery color. Speaking of mystery, this is going longer than I intended. Speaking of mystery, I was thinking earlier about, so in yesterday's video, I was talking about how I get really excited thinking about my person, like my soulmate. I believe we have multiple soulmates. So, like my partner, my person, which is my person. And I was talking about how I get really excited thinking about them because I know now that we attract what we are. And in my marriage, I attracted a partner who only liked the good parts of me, because I only liked the good parts of me, the carefully curated parts of me. I only liked those parts. So he only liked those parts of me, and he only liked those parts of himself, because we were just mirroring each other. We were like the same people. And so I was thinking about how much I've grown and how much I've faced my darkest depths, and I know there's more. Just like there's always room for improvement, I know I could go deeper, and I continue to go deeper. And anyway, I know that because I have learned how to love the deepest, darkest, most vulnerable, shadowy parts of myself, I know that I'm attracting someone who's done the same thing. I know that because we attract who we are, that, oh, my person's gonna be so cool. Because we're just gonna be mirrors of each other. So they're gonna be me. And okay, so I was thinking about that. Or I was talking about that in the video last night in bed. And today, I was thinking about a person who I had formed a crush on, I guess. But it felt different. And I'm still a little confused about it, because, well, I don't know. I am and I'm not. Anyway, I was thinking about this person, and how I believe I was attracted to the mysteriousness of them. They were a mystery, which also just translate to they were confusing and like unsure. And I was like, you know what? I'm not really into mystery anymore. I'm not really into confusion. I'm definitely not into confusion. I'm not into being unsure. And my person is absolutely going to be sure of me. And I was just thinking about that. So when I said mysterious, that triggered that thought. But yeah, I know my person will see me and they'll be like, I recognize you. I recognize you. You're her. And they're gonna be like, I choose you. And I'm gonna be like, oh, that's great. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm in a place where I can choose you because I've chosen myself and I see that you're me. And yeah, anyway, if that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think the raindrops have stopped. Raindrop, drop top. Flip flops. Hot sauce. It rhymed in my head. Okay. I think we're done. Oh, on that note, I saw a video of a woman who was singing, and there was like text on the video, and it was talking about how we don't use our voices enough, and like our voices, like they're vibrations. And so I've been lately, when I've been singing, I've been like holding my neck because I can feel the vibrations, and it's very cool. But yeah, a way to regulate it can be by singing. And so I've been intentionally singing and using my voice more, just talking out loud to myself and feeling it. feeling the sensation of speaking and using my voice. Yeah. And on that note, I think we're gonna go for a walk now because it's not raining. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.